the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Off of play action, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 68 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not much on this one, takes it from the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's going to look deep down the field. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Rodgers again now. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And brought down
but not before they're inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football. Because
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. Darnold from the red zone now. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 73 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that's complete to McCaffrey. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Thomas. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get up, get up, get up.
Throwing again is Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now, the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. Let's
get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finds a seam inside the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Now Rodgers got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st and 10, Darnold escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. All right, D, all right, D. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On 1st down, Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flush to his right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing after the interception. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one up and took it to the house. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on